Hey, this has spoilers because reviews have spoilers.
Hey everyone, TPOT came out today. Woo! Let's go! Yeah! This video is just a small video of me reviewing TPOT because TPOT is pretty cool in my opinion. But if you want to see more videos like this, remember to like and subscribe. Okay, let's get on with the review. Okay, let's start at the start. It's a pretty good beginning, not gonna lie. It starts by just simply talking about the Switch. They're just like kind of arguing about it, and nothing else really happens. It is good that they are contemplating about leaving though. This is because they didn't switch because the story said so. They switched because they have an actual reason. Now next is a part that's really interesting and I actually really like it. It's just the recommended characters section. It makes some pretty good jokes with the recommended characters that weren't allowed in. It also shows that these characters have actual personality, which may show that we kinda missed out on some character arcs with some certain characters. I do think Nineball and Camera did have a really interesting personality though, even though they only said like 3 words. So after all this, winner wins and joins the game, but there is a small twist. There's 41 players now, so that means another recommended character has to join. They obviously choose the second highest voted character, which was Non-Existy. However, Non-Existy doesn't really exist, and Non-Existy isn't really a character overall, because nothing has an emotion. And I think Non-Existy would just be really boring anyway. Anyway, this means Price Tag and Winner are the 2 recommended characters joining. First, let's talk about Price Tag. Price Tag has a very unique quirk with her face. Instead of having a basic face, she uses the characters from a keyboard. So to make a face, of course, she would have to do a colon and a bracket. This is really cool because I haven't seen any other object show do anything like this. She is also a character who cares about enjoyment, and I'm really excited to see how she develops later. Next is Winner. Now Winner is really interesting because he's basically the opposite of Loser, but not too much of an opposite to be a very negative character. Now Winner has a very interesting backstory with Loser and Winner were a performance duo, but Loser abandoned Winner and became mainstream. However, Winner fell into obscurity. In the whole episode, he seems more like a modest and a hard-working loser. Instead of doing a lot less work and getting a lot of attention, Winner changes this by doing a lot more work and having less attention. Now we're done with all that, time to talk about the team choosing section. Now the main thing I like about this section is that they were a lot more aggressive than in BFB1. Instead of basically allowing anyone onto their team, they kicked people out that they hated. So for example, Gaty and Saw are together and Book wants to join. However, Gaty and Saw don't like Book anymore, so they don't add Book to their team, and Book has to find another team to join. This really does change the character dynamic, with at least half of the people switching teams. The only one that is the same is Deathpack, but Pen, Pillow, and Bottle all left to switch teams. The only problem that I have anywhere in this section is that Sad Cake is a recommended character, which I don't think makes any sense, because an emotion doesn't really change a character, does it? I definitely think they could have just not added this. Okay, anyway, the team names. Now, the team names are actually really interesting in my opinion, like most things here. First is the strongest team on Earth, which is of course Snowball's choice, and kinda shows how egotistical Snowball is. Also, Jack and Jellyfin, make a good Snowball up, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, back to no video. Bye. Next is Death Pact again, which is just fine. It is basically the same team. Next is Are You Okay, which is a really good running joke with Golf Ball. Nothing really else to say. Next is Teammates, which is kind of interesting with Saw's weird disorder. The only other thing that I can think of is that Saw, Needle, and Coiny haven't died yet in BFB or Teapot. They also made a good reference with Woe Bunch. Next is the Winners, I mean the S, which shows Winner's modesty. because Winner doesn't really want to be like the mascot of the team, I guess. And finally, Just Not, which is really just Naily being a silly sausage. Okay, now it's time for the intro. Oh my god! This intro is really amazing and one of the most unique in, well, any object show. It is very well animated and also sets an energetic vibe. And it also gives the show a positive vibe. Okay, and now it's time for the challenge section. Because I'm too lazy to explain the challenge, 2 will do it for me.
The first contest is to get to the top of that building. Everyone on your team has to get to the top in order for you to be safe. The last team to get there will be up for elimination.
First off, it's pretty weird that Puffball can't grow. This is because in BFDIA, she was able to grow really big. The next parts with the strongest team on Earth kind of shows Snowball's ego, and that Snowball really has to change if he don't want to get eliminated. I think the next part I really like is the friendship between Naily and Tag. They both have a pretty similar personality. But I do think this could cause drama, since that's what's happened with most friendships in the BFDI series. In the Death Pack section, we see that they are going to do the same thing as they did on BFB 11 with Black Hole. We also hear a throwaway joke from Marker, which is,
"No, she's not. I'm washable."
This may be important late in the series because there might be a water challenge, which will affect Marker. After that, we get a really good joke from Pi.
Get us out of here!
Are you dying?
I guess not.
Okay, bye then.
What? Hey, get back here!
And we also get this abomination. When the S make it up to the building, Bottle hits the roof and dies. Clark asks the question to 2.
Since Bottle's dead, but her body made it to the top, does that count?
I don't know, should it?
I think it should.
Okay, then it counts.
2 shows a lack of care for this competition problem. 2 may be like this with problems in the future, which may make him a more lazy and laid-back character. The next team to make it up with is the 8, and there's a really weird problem. In this section, we simply see Gaty connect Saw because of a magnetic force. This makes no sense because we have never seen Saw or Gaty have a magnetic force before. Nothing really else to say about this, just kind of a dumb inconsistency that they definitely could have just changed. After this, we see a normal intent section with the last 2 teams very neck and neck. And then Death Pack just go for elimination. Oh yeah, there's also this part where 2 gets abused. It's pretty funny, not gonna lie, but it does kinda show how bad 2's ego is. It can also show that all the competitors don't really like 2 that much. And that's really it, until we see this.
Ow!
Get up, Stapy. It's time for Plan B. Every second counts, so let's hurry.
Right.
We see the eliminated BFB contestants before the split. Lai opens the door behind 4 classroom, and it ends with a cliffhanger. Not gonna lie, this would be a really interesting side story, and this is also an okay cliffhanger. I hope we can finally see these eliminated characters in a whole nother story. So yeah, overall, TPOT is a really good beginning to the series, and I hope to see more from it. I'm also very excited to see some character arcs, especially from Winner and Snowball. If you are interested in me making more videos like this, remember to smash that subscribe button and smash that like button. Also, if you want to support me more, you can become a member for as little as $2 a month. Okay, I leave now. Bye, smiley face.